Hello all, welcome to Weekly Insight. This one's halfway up the M3 as I was saying, or as I've indicated in the post. Yeah, I'm always banging on about remote working and all this kind of fun stuff. So I thought I would do it from services basically. So I'm tethered to my phone, so the charts will see if they can load. These are the kind of cool things you could do. Tethered to the phone, got the internet, got a headset, got a laptop. Jobs are good. And also got a Costa coffee and a muffin, which I'm not really allowed, but I've got a break from work for the week. So yeah, I'm enjoying that. But not much to report on last week actually, which is a positive because every time I do a weekly report, I'm getting caned. So anyway, a lovely. I'm calling that a plus because it's a positive to me at the moment. But yeah, no trades closed out, so therefore no loss last week, which is cool. We are still down 0.38% on the fund. We've still got this equity curve, which hasn't changed. Interestingly, I don't do this equity curve by time. It's just purely when trades close, so there's not really any sort of date with it other than it's more like a number of trades against the percentage. So yeah, that's all good. There's not really too much to see on there. Um, Insight wise, again, the markets just seem to be really dead and just boring at the moment. Not a lot of movement. The US are on holidays today, so there hasn't been much moving on the US front. We do have some interesting news coming up from the Bank of England tomorrow on Tuesday, which is pretty cool. So we should see some stuff, GBP stuff moving there, and that could even bleed out into the other markets as they do, and then various other things. I've also been assured that there's plenty going on Aussie dollar and New Zealand dollar wise later in the week. I only actually capture the what I consider to be the high risk events, but yeah, there's obviously only that's what I capture down here, but there's obviously medium risk stuff and lower risk stuff. Sorry about the chair. Um, Also going on there. I think he's doing it on purpose. um, there's also on there, and depending on the sensitivity of it, will depend on how much you think it bumps the markets. So we will see there. But I got a bit schooled earlier on in the week, earlier on today actually, about potentially medium news kicking stuff. So we'll see what happens in there because I am in New Zealand and Aussie dollar trades as well. So we'll see what happens there. Um, Yeah, so bit of a quiet start to the week. As far as we've got open, so let's have a look. So I've got an New Zealand USD trade open. New Zealand USD, New Zealand USD. So what's going on here? Yeah, this was actually a pullback trade. I probably went through it last week, but yeah, it's basically on the daily. It's pulled back to about here, and I'm looking to short it. It's kind of thinking about rolling over. I'm thinking about moving my stop down a little bit, squeezing it a bit, but we'll see how we do. So that's just sitting there doing that. On the short side, I put in a target again of zero point 0.7 down here. I had originally moved that, but I put it back in, so I'm looking at a 3-to-1 on that. USD Swiss, USD Swiss, EHF. What we got going on here? So this is also short. All my trades are short. I've got to go short, right? Can't actually. Oh, I think this was on the 2-hour chart. I got into this, and I haven't got my bubble set up on here. But let me fire that up. USD Swiss GoPro. It's my fun terminology here. Right. Yeah. So USD Swiss. If you have a look at that, yeah, so it's pulling through this itchy cloud here, and it has reversed straight on me. There's my phone telling me my GPS has been lost, but we're okay with that. So yeah, I mean my stop's well placed here, so I'm behind this level here, this 50 level here. So we'll just see if it rolls over. It's not doing much at the moment, as I say, probably due to the weak markets. What else we've got to look at? USD Swiss, Euro USD. Euro USD, yeah, so that one's obviously down. Then we've got Euro USD is up. This is a trade long based upon daily, kind of almost a support resistance pattern trade. Um, so yeah, that's going that way. Hopefully we get back up there. Hope there's that thing. We do have divergence going on between No, we don't. Anyway, momentum's on the right side anyway. So that's going like that, which is cool. Aussie USD. Now this one isn't going so well. Aussie dollar USD. So I'm hoping that this just rolls over short, basically, which it's looking like it wants to. You know, it's on the edge there of falling short. And if it does, I'll be quids in. And if it doesn't, I will be losing. I've got a bit more risk on than I like, about 0.55% on that. But yeah, the idea is that this guy just let's get rid of that. Is just going to roll over. That's what we're hoping. And you can see it's starting to stall there, and the momentum is losing. But you know, it is a big bullish trend, so we'll see if it goes up. But you know, we are in this kind of wedge area here, so you know, time will tell, which is obviously what I'm betting on. New Zealand CAD. New Zealand CAD isn't doing too bad. I'm at break even on this trade, and again, this is a support resistance trade. So I've got a limit down here, and we're just in this kind of channel here. So I'm basically betting that we don't go over these peaks again. And in fact, I've moved my stops up just to hope that it runs. You know, we use that term hope, which we don't love. But anyway, that's what's going on. So nothing too exciting. Bang 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 at the chairs. Yeah, so um, that's that really. Um, Markets are very quiet, waiting for them to open up tomorrow. I think we might see some more movement. But anyway, I hope you're all having fun. I would love to hear from you. I hope your charts are going well. I hope your trading's going well. Rather, I hope your charts are going well. That's interesting, actually. Another point that I was thinking about is I've had my ears open to other trading stuff at the moment, and as soon as I do that, I start going, "Oh yeah, is that weird and wonderful? I'd like to hear more about that. I'd like to do this." And I notice my concentration on what I'm doing kind of faltering a little bit. So yeah, one of the things I'm doing is kind of blocking out any of the trading noise and um, just concentrating on what I'm doing. Um, I've been talking to quite a lot of other traders recently, and it's all cool. Don't get me wrong, I love speaking to them. I want to speak to you all, but you have to stick to your own game plan. Yeah, so use anything else that you get out there is for additional information, you know, to improve yourself, but remember to only stick to your game plan. Anyway, yeah, I've put you down a tunnel here. I'd forgotten. I hadn't realized I'd done that. Hope you have fun. Live the dream.